Zenwithchan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone is well. I hope you all are having a blessed day today. Whatever you're doing, if you're watching this in the morning, afternoon, or evening, just stay blessed. So today's video, I really wanted to make this because I think it's very important as someone who is pregnant and with a little baby, and especially someone that's traveled. So I traveled when I was 27 weeks, or yeah, just coming on to my 28 weeks of my pregnancy, and I definitely was scared beforehand. Fear, other people as per usual putting fear into you and make you feel like, oh, you shouldn't go. But at the end of the day, if you know your body, and especially depending, because we're all different, especially when you are pregnant, every single person is different as a pregnant woman. So I made sure that I was safe to travel, etc. So this video is basically going to be on flying while pregnant, tips, some advice. As I said, this is just my experience, but I think it's very important to share because I looked on YouTube and I did see videos, but especially to watch videos of a woman of colour, I think it's really cool as well. And especially to where I went, I think it's important for me to speak about that too. So let's get on. So I have my little notebook here. So I will be like looking at it because I did write notes down so I don't forget. And I hope I cover everything. But this is just my experience. As I said, please don't follow everything I say. This is just... I flew out just before my birthday. Myself and my partner, we went to the Gambia, which was amazing. Best holiday I've ever taken in life. And I've been to a lot of places, guys, but honestly, I've never been to Africa, and it's very important for me as a black person to go. So yeah, we went to Gambia. We went for about 11 days. So a good amount of time, but honestly, it was just such a beautiful time there. So, of course, before we went, we booked our tickets. I was looking on the airline to, make sure that I was safe to travel. My pregnancy is low risk, so I knew it was okay. And I know that you're able to travel, I think, until 36 weeks. Please, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I felt like this was the perfect time because I was just going into my third trimester. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's book. So we booked our tickets, and honestly, best decision I've ever made. So happy I went. Africa is beautiful. Africa is beautiful. Don't let anyone tell you nothing. We actually flew with Air Morocco. So obviously because of the Thomas Cook scandal, and funny enough, we actually was looking at flights on Thomas Cook before they went bankrupt. But thank the Lord, we didn't, because that would have been a horrible. So yeah, so we flew with Air Morocco, and we actually got a connecting flight. So we flew, I think it was about 2 hours to Morocco, Casablanca, and then from there we took one other flight, Air Morocco, to Banjul, Gambia. So altogether the flight was like 6 hours under. The layover was like an hour to wait, so it wasn't even that bad. It was quite good, yeah. So before obviously going to the airport, I done some research. Obviously I contacted my midwife. I had a midwife appointment maybe 2 months before, so I let her know I was going and stuff like that. And she said, it's fine for me to go. Yeah, she said it's cool for me to go. There's no issues, but obviously just make sure you are safe, So, one thing as well, guys, whatever airline you're flying with, make sure that you check because every single airline is different. So with Air Morocco, it said that you're allowed to travel until 30 weeks. I'm not too sure. But I knew I was okay to travel. So... But it did say as well that you need a like a note or something from your doctor that says you're allowed to fly. So, because I know different airlines are different. I don't know, maybe flying with a different airline if you was going to Europe, it'll be different. But because this was like an international flight, like, you know, it's out of the UK, it's not in Europe, I had to get it. So contacted my GP, and that was another, hate going to the GP, guys, I hate it. That was another like pasta that happened. So contacted my GP, I got that sorted, but I had to pay £30, which I think is ridiculous. And literally the doctor just asked me how long I'm going for, where I'm going, etc. But it's something I think is important to get, because just in case, as I said, I did need it when I went to the airport. Had some, oh god, guys, you know when people just try it, that's what I'm saying. Just know when people are trying it, just sometimes not even worth it. So I had some woman just attitude at the desk, don't even know why, because we would just say hello, you know, good afternoon, etc. She had attitude, and she could see that I was pregnant. So she asked me, like, do I have my note? I gave it to her. So thinking about it, just making me gave it to her now. She photocopied it. I had to fill out like some Air Morocco form just before I got on the plane, just, you know, so I know my rights, I know I'm safe to travel, etc. And yeah, I done the same thing coming back to London as well. So literally that was it. So I think just the airline takes a photocopy, because at the end of the day, if anything was to happen, touch wood, you know, they have proof, which is good. So yeah, so if you are flying like out of the European Union, you probably will have to get a no. But as I said, everyone's pregnancy is different. Just depends on how you feel as well. But I felt like that was the best time for me to fly and travel, because I think in Gambia I just hit 28 weeks, so it was like perfect. I wasn't too heavy. Yeah, even though I've grown, but I felt okay, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so I've covered that. So that's mainly for the flight, and just understanding the regulations of that. I wish I done now, but I didn't. So obviously when you book your flight seats, I wish I booked the end aisle, because I was literally sitting next to the window. But luckily we had a lovely lady, like so nice. And I actually didn't need to go to the toilet too much. That's another thing, you know, being pregnant, you're gonna have to keep going to the toilet a lot of the times. But I think I went to the toilet maybe 3 times. As I said, the flight wasn't long. It just depends on your flight. I feel like if I was going somewhere like the Caribbean, I'll probably be getting up a lot of times. So just think of when you are booking your flight as well, maybe it will be best to get an aisle seat rather than window seat, because obviously it's much easier for you. You don't want to bother people, because you know some people on a plane can act a bit mad. And plus our plane was like really tight. There wasn't like seats in the middle. It was literally just like 3 seats and 1 walkway. So yeah, keep that in mind. Socks. I always take off my shoes when I go on airplanes anyways, just because it's more comfortable. But I researched that you should get compression socks. So I actually ordered some on Amazon. I feel like they didn't do nothing, but they might have done. Yeah, so I think they probably was like £7. So I wore them there, and I wore them coming back. As I said, I don't know if they've done much for me, but I think as well, maybe it's just the person I am, and I was making sure that I was, you know, keeping the blood flow active. You know, when I could get up and go to the toilet, walk, stretch my legs. And as I said, every single flight is different. And this plane, actually, I felt like I didn't feel really squashed. I feel like it's got to do with the layover that we had, and I was able to get up and get out rather than being stuck on a plane for like 8 to 10 hours. So as I said, everyone's different, but this is just my experience. Have water, so water and some snacks as well. So before I got on the plane, yeah, I just got some little bits from WH Smith, just little snacks. As I said, because it wasn't a long flight, didn't really need to get much food, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, make sure you have like a big bottle of water. Make sure you have some snacks. I always like to eat fruit when I'm flying. I don't know if anyone else does this, but yeah, just some fruit just to eat. It just makes you feel better, I feel. Also, I want to speak about my experience in Gambia and Africa as a pregnant woman. And as I said, before we went, I was a little bit fearful, like, can I travel to Africa while pregnant? Oh my god. But guys, honestly, it is okay. As I said, I know every single African continent is different. Gambia is different to other places. But my experience in Gambia as a pregnant woman, I felt so safe. People were so friendly. Of course, I did have like 2 moments actually where I felt a bit dizzy. One where we visited like a farm kind of place, and you'll see that in the vlog, because I will be uploading the vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this before or after, but yeah, anyways, yeah, we was just basically in a really hot room. There was no air. I was feeling like whoa, and I think I was dehydrated as well. And there was a second time we went to the market as well, where I felt dizzy. So yeah, just stay hydrated. That's the main thing in any hot country. Stay hydrated, make sure you have water, and make sure you're resting as well. I was doing a lot of walking. I am so proud of myself, guys, because honestly, I done so much walking, so much. But you know, I was on a holiday. I wasn't there for long, and I wanted to experience it, but I didn't feel like, oh, I can't. As I said, it's a different feeling when you're away, and especially in Africa. So yeah, and as I said, you know what's right for you. Me going to Africa, I knew I was going to be okay. I knew I was going to be safe. And honestly, it's the best decision that I made because I love it. So that is like the main things. And of course, make sure that you rest as well when you are away. Being in a hot country, I struggled for the first like few days sleeping because it was so hot. And of course my body wasn't used to that, and I have a baby. There was a lot going on. So yeah, just make sure you're wearing cool clothes. I did bring a mosquito spray with me. I literally got bitten twice, but when we went, it wasn't like there wasn't a lot of mosquitoes anyways. So yeah, I literally like sprayed every single morning, and then of course showered again, sprayed again. And yeah, I felt like it worked, but as I said, I think I got bitten twice, and it was like the tiniest little bites that it wasn't even itchy. Very strange, because as I said, if I go to the Caribbean, I always get like bitten, or yeah, always. So it was a nice experience, you know. So yeah, but also just having time to rest and knowing when to stop and when to slow down. Obviously, making sure that you eat as well. I feel like being in hot countries, you don't eat as much anyways. And I was snacking a lot, like on fruits, on snacks. And then I was having like big meals, like lunch, dinner time. And plus, every morning I was having a breakfast. So where we stayed as well, we had an amazing breakfast most mornings. And I feel like that kept me throughout the day. Especially as a pregnant woman, I was a bit worried about, oh, what if I need to go, I just saw a shadow, that was weird. What if I need to, you know, what if I'm like hungry and stuff like that, or etc. Also, toilets. Make sure, I would say, just carry tissue with you everywhere you go, because you know some places you won't find a toilet, but lucky enough, where we was, the environment we was in, there was a toilet in most places. But just in case, get some tissue, because when you need to go as a pregnant woman, you need to go. And it's not gosh, it's not healthy to hold it. So yeah, always carry tissue with you, and you know, antiseptic wipes, antiseptic gel, just to make sure. And the last point for me really is just to have fun. I think just having fun, especially when you're on holiday as a pregnant woman. Of course, you can't do everything. We wanted to visit the Kinte Kunte Island, but anyone that's been there, I've never been there, but we was told it's a very like bumpy road. And of course, I'm a strong woman. I can deal with those things, but just remember that, you know, you have to be safe and protect yourself, and the humidity as well. So we didn't go, but we had an amazing time. So yeah, just have fun, enjoy it. As I said, don't limit yourself to too much, but just know what your body can do. Of course, protect your baby. That's the main important thing. And just enjoy it. And to be honest with you, everyone, like when I was in the Gambia, my body, I was so much more relaxed. I could feel my baby more, wasn't thinking about 101 things. So yeah, so that's it for the video. But I just felt like it was very important to just share because being pregnant is not easy. Being pregnant is not easy. You are growing a life, a human inside of you, and you need to take care of yourself as well. So yeah, so as I said, my advice is just advice, but as I said, you have to listen to your body. You know your body. Don't let anyone tell you don't do this or don't do that, or they're fearful. And yeah, and I just want to say Africa's great. Africa is great, guys. So yeah, but anyways, many blessings. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember to comment, like, share, and of course subscribe. And yeah, I hope this video can help someone, pregnant, not pregnant. Guys, have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.